Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening where you are. Welcome to live session from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. So this is Forex Wizard, your trading coach, who will be doing a live trading session in this volatile situation as the news is coming later today. So let's see what kind of opportunity currently we have in the market, especially gold, USD pairs, and JPY pairs. We'll be looking at one by one. And also indices, you can use the live chat to ask any question that you have. If you want to ask, don't hesitate to ask any question. I'll try to cover most of the questions that are coming along the way. So with that being said, let's begin today's session where we can find the best trading opportunity. Now before I progress further, guys, make sure that you like the stream and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. So first of all, let's quickly look at gold. Now what we see that gold, this is a sharply dropping market. Now this is a downtrending market. The way I see this gold price action, this is 4-hour time frame. We will be looking at higher as well as lower time frame as well. Now what we see here in this lower time frame on gold, if I draw this long-term resistance line, we can see that gold basically whenever breaking this resistance line, forming a false breakout, it is having a drop. Now you can see that here also it did that. There is a long wick candle and then has formed this, created this massive drop, followed by we have seen the same situation here. We can see that the market has broken this high, created this big drop correction. Now it is in another impulsive phase. And what I think that this is a smart money zone that we have seen that after breaking the low, there was a bounce, and very highly likely that we could see a break of this low even today during the news coming up. Now if I look at the daily, the daily time frame is very, very important. You might say, okay, we are not trading on the daily. Don't worry, because even if you are not trading on the daily time frame, it is crucially important that you look at the higher time frame to see the clear direction in the market. Now today's candle on gold is quite interesting candle. You can see on trading view, you can see that as a wickless candle. An MT4 you might see a little bit different based on which broker you are using, but here we see that there is a big gap opening with a wickless candle, and we see a clear fair value gap in that area. Let's identify that before we progress further. Then we will see where we can find our trading opportunity. Now there is a wickless candle here, green one, you can see has gone back up, and once the market opened, we saw the market created a lower high, has formed this red bearish candle, has broken this support level. Now at this point we see that there is a resistance, support, and there is a clean gap in that area. Now the way the price action has formed, even the price may not go up to fill that gap. Instead we could see that a meltdown, and we might see the way this price action, I see there is a potential for further drop, and it could come back down to this daily support level. So there is a very high probability for gold to be bearish. Now let me draw all of them and then we'll see how the market is doing. Now if we look at in this lower time frame, such as on the 1-hour chart, to see where I'm looking at. Now this 1-hour chart here, this price action is quite interesting. You can see here is a local downward channel, and in this channel, what do you see here in that zone? This is a level where we can see the market is, this is a resistance line respecting this 1-hour 20 EMA, which is a dynamic resistance. The price respecting this level. And what I think that on gold we might see an upside bias during the news, and that can give us selling opportunity. And I think that the market may remain downside in the upcoming session as well. So this is a support level which is quite significant. We might see the market coming down breaking the low and even creating a new lower low. So there is a probability for the drop on gold as we trade on the lower time frame on the 15 minutes and on the 5 minutes. This is the 15 minutes candle. Now if we look at the news calendar to see where is the opportunity on gold, let's quickly look at the news calendar. Looking at the calendar here to see, and this is the where you see, so it's coming 2 hours later, the news is, we'll be covering that. And with that news, the price already you can see there is a significant this is the 15 minutes on gold, and this is the daily high, and this level is very, very important for me, right? So we'll be looking to see where the entry here, and in case we can see that upside movement during the news breaking the daily high, or even when we'll see the price is in that zone, where I will be waiting for the price to go ahead and fill that zone, and from that zone I will be looking to sell gold as soon as I will find that entry opportunity. So let's find out where is the next opportunity on gold. The way the price is forming, there is a probability for further liquidity required for the price to break to the downside, and still bearish. We need an upside break against the trend, especially in that zone. I'll look for selling opportunity with you guys. So let me know what's your thought on gold. What do you think, which way the market is heading in this situation? So let's see. Dell, thank you for joining. Mukuro, hello. God's power, hello sir, thank you. Kijo, hello. Vijaya, all from India, thank you. Paulo, Faith, hello coach, thank you. Norman, coach, how are you? I'm good, Norman, thank you. Hello, master. Gbp USD, please. Yeah, absolutely, we'll be looking at that. Good afternoon. Yep. Awesome. Shawnevas, Gbp cat, please. I'm still holding it. Should I hold it or close it? Break even. So you're still holding Gbp cat. We'll be looking at that. Dollar CAD. Good day, sir. Okay, Stephen, thank you very much. Frederick, coach, any you? Yep, absolutely. So we see that here, the way I see gold is, for me, is still downside. Now you can see whenever the market is breaking the high, basically creating a downside momentum. And what we see in that zone, what I will be waiting, especially as I mentioned earlier, an upside bias during the news or before the news, because this candle, this 4-hour candle, will close before the news. All right, so as soon as there will be news, there is a 4-hour close, and any break of this high or the price reaching that zone will be a very good area for potential selling. But in case if we see that the market has an aggressive move, then this level at 1920 to 1919 level is a hot piece for a big sell, looking for sell to, or a bigger holding to this level, or even for a bigger trade possible in the market. All right guys, I hope that you're enjoying. Let me know in the live chat, guys. Make sure that everyone like this stream, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. I'm Moon from Pakistan, thank you very much. About Gbp cat reach, so Gbp cat, we'll be looking at that. So Gbp cat, we see that there is the market is slowly now trying to create a reversal. It was, you can see that it's a very nasty drop that I can say. a big drop on Gbpusd, but the market is still not finding enough support for an upside momentum. But what we see currently from this level, slowly trying to build up, and if we see that the market, you see there is a little bit of consolidation on the lower time frame because it failed multiple times to to reverse. We might see a little bit more consolidation here because this price, you can see, I expected to bounce off, didn't do that. Now at this point we need to see a very clean false breakout or a clean head and shoulder formation, and then we can look for buying. So there could be, as I mentioned, this market is overextended. If you look at the daily, you can see that this is an overly extended, and when it will start to pick up, it's gonna go up a lot, and we might see that it's going back at least 50%, which is still potential to the upside. Now at this point I'm not going long again, is because I just want to see lower time frame false breakout here. There is a very high chance for moving up, but it might do something like that. All right, because it is a very, now you can see, if you look at this market on Gbpusd, you can see how big the trend is. So any kind of false breakout will give us a very strong confidence for a bigger move to the upside, and then we'll be looking to have a bigger trade in this direction. So this is what we will be doing as soon as we will find that opportunity. All right, so this is the plan on Gbpusd, waiting for a long wick candle or a breakdown and then immediate rejection, or a lot of long wick candle in that area with a strong liquidity grab, such as you see when you see that, let's say, cross the candle has gone back up, cross the candle has gone back up. So when you see that the market is forming that long wick candle, then we can look for potential buying opportunity on Gbpusd. Adam, you're welcome. Yeah, absolutely. Good morning, coach. Waiting to buy at its level. Yeah, absolutely. So hello, coach. Hope you are doing. Kindly analyze AUD Yes, I will be looking at all of them. Now let me see gold again, because I'm keeping a special eye on gold and other JPY pairs such as GBP, and on gold. So let me see here what it is trying to do. I think that might see some, there's a false breakout again. So we, with the coming session, we can expect for the gold price to be more volatile. So if we look at the daily here, from 1 hour as well, it is, so the previous session's 1 hour candle is also a false breakout candle. Let me delete that. So the market is really bearish on gold, and I'm still not impressed for a big sell from the zone. See here, this is the 15 minutes candle you can see on gold, and whenever the price is breaking the high, gathering liquidity, getting rejected. All right, now for me, I want to see that big boom to the upside or a very sharp long rejection. Then we can look for selling on gold. As soon as we will find that, we will be looking to enter. So you want to sell USD CHF. Okay, let me see here on, so here it's preparing. So let's keep that on until we see that entry. In the meantime, let me see the GJ. Okay, so Gbpjpy, as we expected, this is the daily chart on GJ. Let me do a full analysis on Gbpjpy, and then we'll come back to gold. Okay, so analysis is very, very important, guys. That, you know, if you are you're trading, you must need complete analysis when you are looking at the chart. So if we look at Gbpjpy, this is the daily chart. Gbpjpy is currently bearish market. We look at the monthly. Why do I look at the monthly? Because monthly, weekly will give you a clear direction in the market, removing all the noise from the lower time frame. Now, Gbpjpy, what we see that here in that zone is this is a long-term bearish market, long-term bullish market. All right, so you see that from the monthly, starting with this strong impulse, this is a big impulse on GJ on the monthly, followed by this is a, you can see this is a pullback. Now this current monthly candle is closing in 3.5 days. We see that after this big drop, market for the first time coming down to break the monthly support level, and we can expect GJ to come down to create a new lower low. So if we look at the weekly time frame, we can see that from the weekly previous week there is a long week. You see, this is a middleman. All right, the weekly middleman is very, very important. If you are not sure about the middleman, let me know. We'll be discussing, I'll discuss more, clarify. Middleman is one of my favorite candlestick pattern. This is also one of my favorite trading strategy that I use. Now if we look at the daily time frame, we can see that GJ with this long bearish candle, back to back 2 daily narrow candle, has given GJ for potential downside. Now from the lower time frame perspective on Gbpjpy, we see that this is where the market is maintaining series of lower high in that zone and sharply trying to drop, maintaining series of lower high in this 4-hour 20 EMA. Now if we look at high of those candles, what do you see? That they are maintaining series of lower high. So what does that mean is that when you see the market maintaining series of lower high, which means that the market is in a downtrend, and this is where we can look for selling opportunity. Now for me, I'll wait for an upside bias, like all the instrument that we are expecting, breaking against the trend, and then look for selling opportunity. And I think that if you look at the daily, this is the daily resistance today, and any kind of break of this high upside during the news or in any time will give us selling opportunity on Gbpjpy. So on the lower time frame as well, this is currently, you can see, maintaining the smooth resistance line on the 15 minutes. All right, any kind of break to the upside will give me selling opportunity on GJ. And any trade that I open, definitely I will be sharing with the VIP group as well, because all the trade that I open I also share in the VIP group with entry, stop loss, and take profit target. Now if you also want to see that the trade that I am opening with entry, stop loss, and take profit target, and also if you want to learn the strategy that I am trading, you can join us today. Link below this video in the description area, and also I can give a link at the top of the chat. So if I put that link at the top of the chat, where you can let me give you the mentorship link. So if you want to explore more about the strategy that I am trading, you can visit the website. Once you are on the website, you can click join now button, then you will be able to join us to be part of Forex Trading Wizard Academy. If you are in this academy, then you will be able to access all the tools that I am using. You can access all the strategies, and also you can see all the trade that I am opening with entry, stop loss, and take profit target. So now let's see where we can find the next movement in the market. All right, so let's find out. Here on gold, we can see that the market is trying to manipulate in that area. I need more of manipulation, because you know that in trading, when you see the market manipulating, means that it is preparing for a bigger move. All right, so Ripzone, what do you say? The price action looks like you should. Okay, so hello. So what about Euro AUD? So Euro AUD, we'll be looking at that now. We'll be looking at all of them. First of all, let me see what happening with the gold here. Or I want to see that the market has formed that long week candle. Jackson, yes, absolutely. We need to catch some peep, but at the same time, we don't want to give away also too many peeps. So this is where we need to create that balance, looking for peep and at the same time holding the peep already that we have gained, so that we can have a balancing approach in all of them. All right, so it is important that you become patient when you are trading. Too many trades will make you loser. All right, so if you want to you know what I can say, that if you want to be a profitable trader, the first thing that you need to master is how to be patient, what I can say, or how not to trade. All right, so that's why JC Livermore said that money comes from sitting, not from trading. So if you know how to sit, not to trade, you can make anything you want. So if you are trading a prop firm, that you have, let's say, a criteria to open each day one trade, I think that will more than enough for you. All right, so if you want to be profitable, then you need to learn to sit, not to trade. This is the main points here. All right, how do you sit not without trading? This is the main question, right? It's important that you know it very well. Okay, so here we are waiting for a false breakout, and then we look for entry opportunity. In the meantime, let me look at the GJ as well. We looked at GJ, we looked at gold. Let me see some other pairs such as GBP, USD. Now in all of them, we might see that false breakout coming up. So what I'm waiting, a false breakout to the upside. So what is a false breakout? A false breakout is, what is a false breakout? Good evening, coach. Thank you. Hey guys. Okay, very good question. Can you identify liquidity and how to identify swing trades with liquidity? Very good question. How many of you are asking the same question? Then I will know that how many of you are paying attention to that answer. So can anyone confirm that you want to be on that same question before we look at the trade? Okay, so how to identify liquidity, and then how to find swing trade based on liquidity. So anyone on that question anymore? Anyone asking the same question? Jackson, yes, absolutely. I will be looking at that. Trading psychology video, yes, we'll be looking at that. Make sure guys you like this stream, subscribe to the channel. Yeah, this weekend there will be some new content coming up, and if you haven't liked and subscribed yet, do that. There will be a lot of content coming up this weekend. Also, I will be releasing some important content on trading psychology as well as on our technical analysis, and also some strategy video coming up, some updated content. So if you are not subscribed, I'll recommend you to do that, and as soon as you do that, it will be on your homepage. So okay, so I see yes. All right, so yes, right, yes, okay. All right, let me tell you how you can identify. See, it's easy. All right, there are two ways. You know what is difficult in trading is not finding a trade, is not finding the liquidity zone, is the psychology. All right, is the emotion, is the hardest part. Now let me explain how you can find the liquidity zone and then look for trading opportunity, and then you can look for, we'll discuss how you can manage that, what you need to look at. So first of all, very simple, the first thing that you need to identify is the direction of the trend. There are three secrets in market. Okay? Market structure, liquidity, and price action. If you can master these three components of trading, it becomes much easier for you to trade any instrument, anytime, in any situation. So there are three most important part of trading. Number one is the trend. Number two is the market structure. Number three is the liquidity. All right, these are the three most important part of trading that you need to master. So to understand or to find swing trade or any kind of trade, either it's a day trade or a swing trade or a scalping trade, you need to know the same thing over and over again, because all time frame the market behave almost in the same way. The only difference is that probably you're looking at a 4-hour candle or a 1-hour candle or a 5 minutes or a 1 minute candle. Now the trend is your friend. This is the most important part. So how do you identify the trend? This is where the most makes the mistake, because the time frame sometimes is different. So how do you identify trend? You can see that if you look at this market, even a small kid can tell that this is a long-term downtrend here. Okay, so this is a downtrend. Now once you identify the trend, you know that. How do you know that it's in a downtrend? Any indicator, anything? I think the only way you can identify the direction of the trend is from the market structure. So what is the market structure? When you see that a market is creating series of lower high and lower low, which is a downtrending market structure. Now once you see that the market is in a downtrend, right, so which is a downtrending market, then you know that the only thing that you will be doing in this market is selling. All right, now not blindly, not from anywhere, but from the local breakdown. This is where it comes down to the liquidity. So you see the market structure, you found that market structure is downtrend, so you look for selling. When you will sell? When the market will do the local breakdown. Local breakdown is where the market gathers liquidity for a bigger move. Now if you don't know what is a local breakdown, very simple, identify the direction of the trend, identify the trend. See, these all are local breakdown. All right, so what is a local breakdown? Find out first of all swing high. Let's say this is a downtrend, right? So what is the swing high? These are the swing highs, right? Now what you need to do is wait for that swing highs to be broken. That is where the local breakdown. Now once you see that swing high is broken, the impatient trader fall into the trap thinking that, okay, this market has broken this swing high. All right, so it's now the trend is over, the market is trending. All right, this might be, they might say that, okay, the the market has broken the swing high, the trend is broken, so that the market is reversed. But in fact, the Rome is not built in one day. Also, the trend is not going to um, you know the trend is not going to be over in one day. It's basically liquidity trigger. So when you see that the market has broken the swing high and gather liquidity, and this is where look for selling. All right, so you found the liquidity, you found the price action. All right, market structure. Next thing is the price action. So what is the price action? Price action is the visual representation of the buyers and sellers activities in the market. So how do you identify the price action? So there is every strategy every trader uses. It tells you in what situation you will be trading the market. All right, this is the most important part. In what situation you will be entering the trade. This is what the price action will tell you that to enter. For example, if you look at this market, what do you see? Which price action will tell you to sell this market? You can understand from this indicator as well, where this is what it comes down to, the strategy. Now if you look at this red candle here, what do you see? This is a textbook bearish engulfer. Now the strategy that we use, the TF or trend following strategy, combines the indicator and the price action for this potential movement, and this is what it's considered. So this is where we see that this is the price action confirmation in this situation. Okay, this is where the swing trade entry that you are talking about. So this is why you need to have a set of rules when you are trading, either it's a swing trade or a day trade or a scalping trade. Very simple. Now if you don't have a strategy, that I will recommend you to first of all backtest, learn a strategy. Learning a strategy is the only way you can. There was a big drop on gold while we are discussing from that level. So let's keep that watching to see where we can find. So this is a drop on gold, right? So you see that massive drop. You see on GJ as well. Okay, so we'll be waiting for an entry. As soon as we'll find that, we'll be looking to enter. Now the strategy is the key. So when you look at when you look for a strategy, you need to have a set of rules to trade based on strategies. Then you can find an entry opportunity based on the strategy. So this is the way you can find a swing trade, day trade, or a scalping trade, whichever way you want to find an entry in the market. So I hope that this helps. Let me know in the live chat if you still have any confusion. It's not a one-day job. Definitely you need to invest some more time for understanding how the market moves. All right, your AUD coach, please, why don't you come to this? Okay, so why don't I come twice a day? There are two reasons that I don't come twice a day. The first reason is, I think once is enough for us, isn't it? Too many trades will cause you to lose money. Secondly, another reason is I'm allocating some time for the VIP members that I need. I really want to look after everyone here. All right, so I'm doing the live on YouTube here in the North London and New York session time, and at the same time I need to look after those who join on the VIP group. So we have scheduled our 2 Zoom session for tomorrow. So beside this, I need to look after those who already joined in VIP program in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is my responsibility. And I don't look for millions of people coming. I have a very limited spot, and my goal here, who is coming in this academy, is to help them to be profitable trader. So the reason I'm not coming on twice is because I need to allocate time for those who are on the VIP, so that they can, the reason they have joined, they can achieve that goal. So this is why, and I think that is one is more than enough, isn't it, guys? I can see you also here. We are trading well, and let me see how what else we have, because it's more than enough, isn't it, the one we are doing. If in the future, if we need more, we can look for, let me know, guys. All right, thank you. Gold has broken, drop gold, yeah. Guys, you have seen what happened to the gold, yeah, absolutely. Okay, very good. Yep. So let's see where we can find the next opportunity based on the 4-hour close coming up. So we saw that there's a drop on gold, and that might now go up for, okay, so you see that with the drop, let me see the weekly level, pullback coming. Okay, so here we see that there was a big drop. Now it's going up for a pullback. So for our entry, we need to see a bit more violation of any of this level. So this is the 1-hour chart, 30 minutes, 15 minutes. Okay, so you see that there is a gap opening. You guys ready for some peep? In trading, always keep in mind, in trading, less is more, okay? In real life, more is more. In trading, less is more. This is the main points here that you need to understand. The less trading is always more. This is where everyone caught up. So let me see here on Eurusdjpy. This market is gathering liquidity for an upside bias. Tomorrow there is a news coming up on Euro, isn't it? Forex factory. So again, looking back to our calendar. So AUD tomorrow is very good for Euro as well. not 28th is for euro. So tomorrow is basically UD, and tonight is dollar. So there is a possible opportunity on Eurojpy. Let me see. I'm still not on, just I'm testing here. It's a low risk to reward, but still can be traded. Let me see. Okay, so I will be going long on Eurojpy. It looks to me potential good opportunity, but remains stop loss 157. So I see potential some opportunity on Eurojpy. So I have bought, and as soon as I will do any update, I will give a shout out. I think that there is a probability for Eurojpy to go up for short-term perspective. This is 30 minutes candle that you see that this market is gathering liquidity from the support. So we can catch a couple of pips here around 13-14 pip. So let's see, anything can happen. It might just come back down again, gather another liquidity, so that we can't do anything about it. If it does, I want to see that it's pushing high. This market, here we saw multiple times it gathered liquidity, so there is a probability for an upside bias on Eurojpy. And once it goes up, we should be able to see that some movement here on the 5 minutes. So So we'll keep that on Eurusdjpy, which is a very small trade with a high stop loss. We'll keep that running, and in the meantime let me look at gold, what it did. So gold, here we see that there was a breakdown, and then the market is now slowly trying to pull back to the upside. All right, so the Eurusdjpy is not moving up as expected. So we see that, okay, so from here we can come down for a pullback. Okay, so we can expect an inverted head and shoulder, and then okay, so the 5 minutes form as a long wick candle, which is good. It's getting rejected. Okay, so let it go, and in the meantime let me see that gold. Okay, we see that bounce which is needed from 15 minutes on Eurusdjpy. Now see that it's getting, okay, so we got that some volatility before the 4-hour close, and nice volatility. Then liquidity. So 4-hour candle closing on in all of them. Still, okay, so from the 15 minutes we see that we need to see a bit more upside bias from here. Let it run, and with the candle close, okay, so getting some rejection from that bottom. So if it back to back, we see the two dodges here on the 5 minutes, there is a probability for a bounce to the upside, which is I'm expecting on EJ. So if you look at the Gbpusd, I think that the same way it's trying to do that. So as the euro news is coming, we might see that this pair is getting very volatile, and it got very extremely volatile. So we'll keep it on, and let me see with the gold. Kind of. So let me see the 4-hour close with other instrument as well. So I didn't expect it. So here just before the candle close, got that. Still on the trade. Let's find out which way it is heading. Might just gather another liquidity. It's gone back up. Gone back up. All right. Awesome. That's what we need. This is called trading, guys. Let me see. It's just we need to see that it has gone back up, and okay, we see that. So if we manage to break to the upside, should be able to see that bounce. Okay, it's good. I'm almost nearing my entry. It's liquidity game. Now it might come back down again for further liquidity grab, but let's see how it goes. So far we have hold for this move, so I'll keep holding for I'm expecting it a breakout here now. Okay, this is the 5 minutes, and this is a, you can see this is a resistance line. The price is putting pressure on that resistance, creating series of higher low. So that move with the upcoming Let it hold it, let it keep playing out, and in the meantime let me see that what gold did here. So from the 1 hour close, just bearish, and we can see that the market is still downside. We look at the GJ, also you see that some bullish move coming. So if we look at gold again, where we can see that the market from the 30 minutes perspective as well, which is showing potentially bearish. So we see that there is a significant bearish momentum in all pairs. Let me see quickly from swing trading perspective how the market is doing. Here on GJ, Eurujpy is still showing upside. USD. So we entered the best one that possible on Eurujpy. Just quickly looking at all of them. So we see that Gbpusd, as I mentioned, the market is still trending down, still in a downtrend. So in all of them, looking at Eurujpy again. So in all of them, what we see that this one might be willing to break the high, gather liquidity again. Just gonna tested the support again. We might see just penetration and then going back up again. Highly likely it will trigger that 20 MA. Fighting in that zone. So you might see testing the 20 MA and then bouncing off that level. So it will be unlucky if it comes down and hit the stop loss, but I'm still expecting for that bounce. Okay, so we'll leave that. Let me see if we can find an entry on gold. unfortunate if it is. So here on gold, see that the market is still, what I always look for is handle to cross and then give us that liquidity candle, which is very important for an entry. Unless we find that, it's better to be patient. So with the Eurujpy is still holding that support level. So from might not hold, but it still is maintaining. So okay, so from 5 minutes we see that it has penetrated that level, and with that penetration there is a probability enough for an upside bias. Let's see. So there is a liquidity trigger here now. Okay, so it's gonna come down probably further. Yep, yeah, stopped out. Is that still one account is running? This is the problem of broker. I'm still on a trade with one account, so let's see. Stopped out. So I'm out with that Eurujpy. So Eurujpy has made that complete false breakout. Okay, so look for with the Gbpjpy. See if we have an entry here. From gold. Okay, so let's wait for a suitable entry. Didn't work on Eurujpy. Right, so as soon as you will find an entry on gold, or let's find out on the JPY pairs and gold how they are doing. Now if we look at, so Eurujpy, we might see that it's coming down for a further drop. Now looking at GJ, so Eurujpy and Gbpjpy is moving completely opposite direction. So looking at 4 hour, we can see there's still in a downside momentum. Okay, so on gold, let's see how it goes, guys. Let me know which one you are looking at. Yeah, Euro AUD, yeah, expecting Yeah, absolutely. 4 hour, yeah. Okay, so here, see on Nasdaq. So there is a bearish price action on Nasdaq as well. We can see that there is a probability. So we can see that on Nasdaq and gold and all of them, they are highly bearish. So with that with the direction of the gold, we see the Nasdaq also towards the downside. Let me see. Um, the Eurojpy and Gbpjpy there with the gold. Sometime in that situation, if you trade gold like that, okay, so when from quite a few dodges, very hard to sell, because you see that one candle will go up, gather liquidity, and then will come back down. So probably we need to see the news how it is coming, and then we'll look for an entry opportunity as soon as we will find that. Okay, so here dollar yen might see some upside on dollar yen. So because we are seeing that gold is still maintaining the downside, could see that dollar yen is still to the upside. Okay, so Aussie yen now it's heading to the upside. I think Euro JPY also moving. So this breakout on Euro JPY was just a false breakout to the upside. It's just a false breakout. Now I think that we might find that opportunity on GJ here. This resistance on GBPJPY is smoothly, still there is no false breakout to the upside, and we can expect for GJ to go back up, and then we can expect from this level to have downside momentum. So let me see here. Yeah, so any opportunity that you will find on GJ, will look for selling opportunity. Let's find out. Except I really don't see any coherence with the JPY pairs along with the USDJPY and GBPJPY and EuroJPY. They are moving completely in a very scattered manner. There go check WTI. They're moving in a very completely scattered manner, including the EuroJPY. We can see that it's also very unusual movement here on EuroJPY. Except dollar yen. Okay, so gold still didn't give that entry that I am looking at. Sharp bearish entry. And I normally try to wait for this kind of market to break the high and then to give us an entry. GJ, let me see. How many pip here on GBPJ? 10 pip. 10 pip. So GJ is here. There is a multiple times long wick candle has been created on GJ on the 15 minutes, and in that zone what I think that we could see the market from here, we can expect a downside momentum. On the 5 minutes time frame also it is a bearish price action. So only thing is that so here we couldn't see one more upside on Gbpjpy that can give us suitable entry for this movement. Okay, so we see that JPY is still bearish. Euro JPY also started to drop. There is a failure here. There is a complete loss breakout in that area. On GJ also going in the same direction as of Euro JPY. So this market is free. Just looking at, it's a very low risk to reward. There is a probability for a downside movement on GJ from this level. This is the 15 minutes and there is weekly candle here. I need better entry. Let's see that it's not, I'm not satisfied with that. Euro JPY, this break is completely unusual from the daily perspective and from the lower time frame. On this level there is a complete breakdown, and so that means that JPY pairs, if you look at the GJ also, you could see the same kind of pattern, and from here we, GJ also you could see the market is coming down to create a new lower low. So let's see what's happening here. Shares coming down. Okay, please go to analyze Euro USD. Fix and IV is bearish here. Okay, so now it's like lower time frame upside. So JPY, we might see that here it is going up and then coming back down. So from 4 hour we see that there is a doji. It may maintain this high, but ultimately we can expect an upside bias on this. So from the very lower time frame, okay, so this break to the upside is on the Euro JPY also. Okay, so again there is an unusual break to the upside on GJ and Eurojpy. So this upside break on GJ and EJ will give an entry opportunity again very soon. Let's find out where we can see it's heading. So this break is against the trend. Yeah, good evening. Okay, let me see some of the dollar pairs, dollar CAD, and also the gold. In all of them, gold I see that highly bearish, and we see another 30 minutes candle close on gold. So here, it's like a big joke here on Eurojpy. Let's see which way it is going to do. Now on Gbpjpy, it has broken the high, and we might find an entry on GJ very soon. Let me see where we expected for the price to break to the upside. Here is still in a consolidation. Let me see on gold. All right, guys, being patient is the key. Nothing you can um, force on trading. Okay, so here on gold, which is very crucial. Um, you see on GJ, so it has broken the high. I was looking to see where is the entry on Gbpusd. It is breaking opposite direction of the trend, which is an opportunity may arise very soon on GJ. And this high on the 4-hour time frame on Gbpusd is very important on 55-54 level. So any break of this resistance line 181.55 is a very good opportunity for selling on GJ. Now there is a doji on the 5 minutes, might try to break the high again. I mean, if you trade GJ only, can you let me know in the live chat? Do you trade Gbpjpy only, or you trade both gold and Gbpjpy? See, the gold is trending very aggressively, and might see GJ also. The market currently on Gbpjpy has deviated from this resistance line. Okay, so we take entry on GJ 11 p. So this is Gbpjpy is on the zone where there is it is in a zone where the market in an overextended, and from daily if reverse from here for a bigger drop movement to the upside, so which we will be seeing after clear. So there is we see that back-to-back two manipulation candle here. On the Eurujpy also back-to-back two manipulation candle. in either of them, or JJ also. The double doji with a lower high and lower low. So this is a 15 minutes candle here. Now from here to peak. The potential downside on JJ, there is a local potential for short term, and as this is the daily high, the price already has crossed the daily 50%. We can expect downside momentum. Let me see, there is suitable for entry. This is the daily low. So from this level to this level, there is around 29 pip gap. Now from the 5 minutes, right? Gold 1 hour, yeah, we'll be looking at that. Okay, so here the market on Gbpusd heading to the daily resistance line. Okay, so gold 1 hour, you are saying that head and shoulder. I don't see any head and shoulder on gold 1 hour. So you mean that here, this big head and shoulder. You know, I wouldn't consider as a head and shoulder on gold, because this is a, you know, this market on gold, this is a long-term downtrending market. All right, so the trend we see that is down, and in that downtrend I'll be more interested on selling, which is very important to look at. rather than buying, because it is a long-term downtrend. We might see pullback now, but if you look at the daily, you can see that with the news coming up 15 minutes, we might see now there, if the market is going up to the to this liquidity zone where there is a daily gap opening, and in that zone weekless candle, so that can give us opportunity to sell. So let me find out that if we can see that upside bias as news coming. It is not a good idea at the moment to enter. Let the news come up, and then we'll be looking to enter as soon as we will find that opportunity. GJ had a bounce from that level, and with the Eurusdjpy, just reached the resistance line. Okay, so with the news coming up, we see some momentum on the lower time frame on gold. Let's see if we can find suitable entry for. We can expect a bounce, but it will be buying. The moment is completely opposite direction of the trend. The trend is aggressively bullish, so I'll look for more of selling opportunity once you see that the market is showing up in that way. Okay, so here it will be risky to sell, to buy, but there is a probability for a bounce coming up on gold with the news, and that could be even a spike and then upside. Let's see how the market will evolve. We will be reacting based on the news results coming up. Heard that. coach, what is a gap and why does it happen? Okay, so gap happen in many ways. We'll be discussing that. The gap mainly, there are weekend gap also. So the gap happens is because when the market is closed for the retails, but for the institutional trader, they still trade. So this is where the market gap occur due to some of the events happen during the weekend or during the period when the trading was off. That time the gap happens. And so gap is a opportunities to sometime to use as a support and resistance. If you look at gold here on the 4 hour, you can see that gap here. So you saw that there was a significant bounce from that gap, exactly from this support level. This gap acted here as a support, and we saw that there was a bounce to the upside. So there are more videos I will be posting on YouTube channel, guys, for all of you to explain the gap and everything. So if you if you want to access all of them, make sure that you like this stream, subscribe to the channel, press that bell button so that you are not missing out anything that I am posting every single day, including the weekend, guys. So make sure that you subscribe and not missing out. Press that bell button so that you are notified as soon as post the content. So here on this time frame on gold, we see that still the market is maintaining that pattern. They're still maintaining that pattern. And let me find out. Euro dollar again coming down. GJ also testing this 20 EMA. The price has got rejected. So lower time frame Gbpujpy was a false breakout as we expected. Now it's coming down. Let me see where we can find an entry with the news on USD. GJ may not get affected much, but so from here before the news, I'll be using a trade like a couple of pips from here. I'll be using for GJ stop loss above those all this high, and because it gathered the liquidity, we can expect a downside movement on GJ along with this setup. Here is around 13 pips stop loss. and because the market gathers liquidity multiple times in that area, we can expect now a downside movement. Getting another bounce. What I'm expecting for the price to have a momentum. Okay, so GJ, let's keep that on and let me see the news, how it impact other pairs. What I'm expecting on GJ for the price to have a downside momentum, and let me see how the impacting the news, gold and other pairs. So looks like that GJ has made this as a false breakout, so that should leave the price to the downside. Okay, so 3 minutes remaining for the news. Now it will really impact gold and USD pairs. What's your opinion on gold, guys? Which way gold is heading? Here on GJ, I'm expecting a downside momentum, and also on gold, an upside bias. So Very hilarious if the price is back up again. So you see that 40-second minutes remaining for this candle to drop, and it's gonna impact all the pricing. And I'm running the GJ trade, so which is moving in that direction that I expected. Okay, so GJ and gold at the moment, I would say that might not find very suitable entry, so better I look at the GJ trade. Okay, so we can see that one also getting volatile. Okay, so I'll give a shout out what I'm doing with the GJ. I'm expecting downside, but let's see. There is a, come on, wait. Okay, give us some profit on that. See that rejection. So as soon as I will find some peeps on it, I'll be closing out. Okay, so if it drops, it should be coming down to our TP. Looks like that the bears still in control. That's good. I'm in the profit zone now. Let's see, we can have some peep on it. All right, I see that. Okay, so I'm running in some profit on that. Okay, so who looks like that we should be able to see a downside movement on GJ. Very good. So here the target on Gbpjpy is March 21 pip. I want to see that it's coming down and giving us that what we need, isn't it? So let's find out. So there is a false breakout. There is a probability for the price to come down to give us profit that we need. Okay. Now still, struggling in that zone for a drop, but as a long-term downtrend, we can expect GJ to break towards the downside. Now from 1 hour, let me see here. This is where the struggle sometimes comes in place for the sellers to. Okay, so from 30 minutes potential downside, I'll hold the trade, okay, in my profit zone, and I want to see that it's giving me the full profit that I need. Okay, we see that. Okay, so we will be holding on that on GJ, all right? And are you running anyone on GJ trade? Okay, so GBPJPY, we are on a trade, let it go, and then let me see on gold. So looking at the news calendar to see what news is showing here today on consumer confidence, we see that some kind of little bit of negative for DXY, which is less than expected, and as a result we can see that the market's little bit of upside initially, but I don't think that that's could be an indication of a reversal. What happened here on GJ, the market forming a doji on the 15 minutes, so, and on the 5 minutes time frame, this is where sometime little bit of different kind of price action here. So here it might forming in this lower time frame on GJ a head and shoulder. So if I want to see that this one is forming that head and shoulder, then we can expect that drop, unless the big boys hungry for more liquidity. Which is not expected, but even neither impossible to happen. But what I'm expecting, that the price slowly have a spike, so it gather liquidity enough for a drop. Anyone on this GJ trade, guys, let me know. Got up buy and gold and down profit for the day. Very good. Vijaya, I hope gold bounce 10 pip. See, you hope 10 pip bounce, but here I see that gold is, you can see it's in a very consolidation, it's in a downtrend, but now with the news we have seen a spike, but still I don't see very suitable entry for, because from the 15 minutes it's forming a bearish candle, but if you look at the daily, this market is already overextended, and in that zone I will be really hesitant to sell at the moment because the price is approaching the support level, and with that support, okay, there is a probability for further drop, but let's see where it is heading. But instead I see that GJ is showing better opportunity for us. We are on a trade on GBPJPY, and I want to take that profit first of all on this, and we'll look for Okay, so here on this candle on the 5 minutes is forming that head and shoulder that we are expecting. So if it is forming that head and shoulder, that is where I'm expecting for another one to come down to break this structure to hit the TP. Okay, here yeah, so we form that head and shoulder. Let's form that head and shoulder. And now what we need to see that a break of this neckline. So a head and shoulder, break of the neckline will give us that potential downside momentum. All right, so let's see that one. And if I look at gold again, before the 15 minutes close, see the market is struggling to drop, but ultimately it's gonna wait. We see that the market has formed, there is a potential downside on Gbpjpy. Okay, so I'm expecting now to hit that TP. So to give the peep that back that we saw on Eurujpy, and now coming back with on GJ to give it back to us. So you see that on GJ, and that is where we can see all right, so here we see that break of the support level. Guys, make sure that you like this stream, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. This is a trading channel that you will find to learn trading, to grow as a trader, and also to be part of a trading community. If you like this stream, make sure that you like it and also subscribe to the channel. And if you want to consider joining us, you can find the link below this video. If you are on the website www.forextradingwizard.com, you can visit the website. I have a couple of spots before I close down taking VIP members, because I'm more on focusing on the current members, and we are having regular Zoom classes coming up every day for VIPs to one-to-one to help them. So if you are our member, you will be able to access all of them, including all the trade that I'm opening, and also you can join us. You can be part of a chat group. Also, you can use all the trading tools that I'm using. So I'll recommend you to check out the website below this video, link in the description. And also there's a, if you have any question, you can ask Isa. She's on the live chat. So you see that GJ has started to drop, and has given the TP that is we are expecting. I'm still on the trade. I'll not close, but I want to see that the market has given by itself the TP hit on that. All right. So okay, let's see. All right. So I'm almost TP hit. I'll take the TP now because the candle close. I closed my trade with I took 2% risk on that trade, and I gained more than 2.5%. Okay, so 1.5% I'm up, but I closed the trade with almost 3% on this. Okay, so this is how the trading is. You see that I took 20 pip target, but I took the 20 pip target, but the risk I doubled up. This is how trading is. So this is the advantage of being a trader, that you can double up the risk so that you can you can gain what you have lost and more than this. So in the first trade on Eurujpy, I lost 1%. In the second trade, I gained 3%. So I cover everything. So this is how trading works. And if you want to learn more, make sure that you check out everything with us, link in the description area. And yes, okay, so you still keep dropping. Guys, let me know for those who open the GJ trade, have got profit on that. Hi coach, how about gold? Yeah, thank you very much. Yes, it's amazing group. Thank you, Andy. Let's have a look at GU. Yeah, we looked at Zofia. Thank you very much. Okay. Nice work, coach. GJ dropped just we expected. Yes, Jackson. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for that. And you know that this is what I always talk about. It is understanding the technical analysis, understanding how the market moves. It doesn't take much time. Okay, you can understand it in a very short period of time. But here the most important part that most important part that most trader don't consider is that most trader don't consider is that the most important part of trading is risk management, understanding how the trading works, and developing a sound trading psychology. All right, so risk management and sound trading psychology, these are the most important part of trading. All right, so this is the most important part of trading, and which is you need to understand that as a trader how this works. And if you think that you are lacking on that zone, let's say you don't understand why you are not profitable or where you are lacking, this is where I will recommend you to pay attention. Because that, to be honest, I'm truly telling you that almost you are up on this session now 2 hours. So 2 hours time for a human is really, really precious. And those who are watching this live, you're giving your valuable time, and I really want you to see that you are a profitable trader. And that's what I'm telling you, that if you really want to be a profitable trader, you need to understand how trading works. Okay, it is not possible for you to be get rich overnight. And also it is possible for you to gain freedom over time. And it's a big freedom as a trader when you know how to be profitable, how to do the risk management, and how to gain greater clarity when you are trading. So with that being said, I strongly believe that, guys, you enjoyed this live session. There are more things coming up every single day, so make sure you like this stream, subscribe to the channel. I'll come on live again tomorrow. And also, we are now in the VIP program. We implemented one-to-one in a private Zoom classes where I will be teaching you. Either you are a prop trader or you are trading your own fund. This is the best place. I have a couple of spots that before I might close taking like the member for some time, so that I can look after for those who are already here. So I'll consider you to join quickly before I pack up for 1 month at least. So you might be off for 1 month before you'll be able to join. So you can join today, link below this video, and I'll see you again tomorrow in the next live. Thank you very much, and we'll see you soon.